Welcome back to the cryptowrld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now, Ethereum is once again rejecting from this important area of resistance in the short term, while XRP has just done the same as well, rejecting from critical resistance in the short term, while the price of Solana is now running into this important level of support after recently rejecting from the old all-time high, while Stellar XLM is now running into the most important area of resistance on this chart. So I'll be talking about all of that and more later in the video, so definitely watch to the end. First of all, starting off on the weekly Ethereum chart, and right now the price of ETH is technically still looking bullish on the larger time frames because we're still seeing significant higher lows and higher highs bouncing from this ascending line of support, which is still sitting at close to 2.4k. So on the larger time frames, on the weekly chart, technically speaking, the price of ETH is still looking bullish, currently in a bull run. But if we're zooming into this 3-day time frame, right now we're potentially coming in for a retest of this previous Fibonacci level of resistance, which is sitting at around 3.2k approximately. And so obviously, as I said yesterday in my last altcoin video here on the channel, we already confirmed a 3-day candle close confirming the breakout above 3.2k. So of course, this is bullish price structure. Once again, on these larger time frames, we're still looking bullish, but just in the short term, we're coming in for potentially a bit of a retest to actually test this level as new support at just above 3.2k. And the next major point of resistance, as I've been mentioning recently here on the channel, is sitting at approximately 3,500, which is pretty much exactly where we rejected from right here at around 3,500. And then above that level, then I'll start targeting around 3.9k to 4k once we can actually see a confirmed breakout above 3,500. And if we're taking a look at this daily time frame, of course, over the last 1 to 2 days here, we've seen yet another perfect short-term rejection from this area of resistance, which is sitting in between around 34.30 to 35.60. So in that price range, as I've been saying over and over again here on the channel since before this first rejection, we should be expecting the price to struggle in this price range, seeing rejections and things like that, considering a lot of people are taking profits or selling Ethereum in this price range. But for now, we do have a bit of short-term support at just above 3.3k based on previous resistance becoming new support. And below that level, I would expect more support at just above 3.2k based on previous resistance. And also this level right here currently acting as support at around 3.2k. And then below that level, if we were to see a break back below 3.2k, in that case, we have this area of support sitting in between $3,000 to $30.50. And so those are the points on the chart where the price is most likely going to bounce from, just like how resistance is where the price is most likely going to reject from. And so ultimately, in the somewhat shorter term here on the daily time frame, we're basically still within this sideways price range, chopping around sideways between support and resistance. So this is relatively neutral while we're in a sideways price range here on the daily time frame. But zooming out, looking at the bigger picture, once again, we're still currently within a larger bull run, similar to Bitcoin. But with that being said, taking a look at the price of XRP on the weekly time frame, and obviously over the last 1 to 2 days here, we've seen that rejection from this resistance level, which is sitting at approximately $1.60 to $1.70 based on these previous highs. And obviously I've been talking about this here on the channel. I said ever since we saw a breakout above this Fibonacci level at around $1.30, expect to move up towards around $1.60 to $1.70, give or take. And that level right there is where we're starting to find resistance at around $1.60 to $1.70 once again. But right now we are finding support in the short term at this previous Fibonacci level of resistance, which was the 78.6% Fibonacci level, and that was sitting at around $1.30. So right around $1.30, we are finding support at that level, at least in the short term. But if the price of XRP were to lose that level on the price chart, meaning a break below around $1.30, then in that case, obviously that would be a short-term bearish signal. But if we lose $1.30 to $1.25, because that's really a range of support in between $1.25 to $1.30, if we break back below around $1.25, let's just say with candle closes below that level, in that case, that would be bad news, at least in the short term, possibly pointing towards around $1 coming next, meaning a pullback all the way down towards $1 as the next major area of support. But once again, for now, between the current price and $1, we do have a lot of support at around $1.25 to $1.30. And as for other points of resistance, once we can finally see a confirmed breakout above $1.60 to $1.70, above that level, then I'll be targeting around $2, but only once we can see a confirmed breakout above $1.60 to $1.70. And if we're zooming into the shorter term, looking at the 2-hour time frame, obviously over the last one day, we did see that continued short-term pullback here after rejecting from that $1.60 to $1.70 price range. And so like I explained in my last video here on the channel, which I recorded right around here, I took profits, a lot of profits out of my XRP long position, which I entered all the way back down here. So obviously, if you followed that trading strategy over the last few days here, you should have done very well on that XRP long position despite this little pullback here. Because my trading strategy, which I shared very transparently step by step along the way since before I took the trade, my trading strategy was to enter a long position once we confirm a breakout above that line of resistance. And that's exactly what I did, as I shared over the last few days. And then I traded that move towards the upside, took some profits around this first price target here, which was sitting at around $1.34, continued trading the move towards the upside with the rest of the long position still open. And then, as I explained in my last video, I took a lot more profits right around here at around $1.56 approximately, and then ever since then we pulled back. And so as of right now, I am completely out of that XRP long position. I've taken the rest of the profits out of that position. And so obviously, if you took this trading opportunity, congratulations, you should have done very well. But if you did not take this trading opportunity, if you missed this opportunity, do not worry. There's always more opportunities which happen pretty much every few days, which I share here on the channel. So make sure you're subscribed to this channel with notifications turned on so that you don't miss out on any of these important trading opportunities, which can potentially make you a lot of easy money. And I share in these videos completely for free. And in order to get set up, ready to go to take the next trading opportunity, you have to be set up, ready to go on an exchange. And personally, I take most of my trades over on Bybit, so I'll make sure to leave a link to Bybit down below this video in the description and in the pinned comment. And if you use that link below this video to make your Bybit account and deposit on that account, then you can get up to a $30,000 deposit bonus, but only if you use that link down below this video. And also, if you use that link, it'll take you to this page right here, which is a 500 USDT position airdrop. So basically a free $500 trade as your first trade over on Bybit, but that's only available if you use the link below this video to make your Bybit account and deposit on that account. But for whatever reason, if you cannot access Bybit or if you cannot KYC on Bybit, there's also Bitfinex, which is another crypto exchange similar to Bybit, but you don't need KYC for Bitfinex, which means if you're in the US or the UK, for example, or another country where you might not be able to access Bybit, you can access Bitfinex. So I'll also leave a link to Bitfinex below this video, and if you use that link to make your Bitfinex account, you can get up to a 5.5k deposit bonus, and only if you use that link, you can get an exclusive 10% discount on all trading fees on the Bitfinex exchange forever, but that's only available if you use the link below this video to make your Bitfinex account. So as another option out there, other than Bybit, one that you can access from the US, once again, there's Bitfinex, links down below if you want to claim those extra bonuses. But with that being said, taking a look at the price of Solana on this 6-hour time frame, because right now the price of Solana is obviously rejecting from that old all-time high at close to $260. Once again, we're still finding a lot of resistance at approximately $260, despite some small candle wicks to the upside. And so, as I already explained over the last few days, we need to actually see a confirmed breakout with strong candle closes above $260 and not just these little candle wicks to the upside to confirm the breakout. So as of right now, we've not fully confirmed the breakout into new all-time highs, despite technically hitting a new all-time high recently. And so that is still acting as strong resistance in the short term, as we could see. But right now, the price of Solana is running into this level of support, which was previous resistance and is now acting as new support. And that's sitting at approximately $246, acting as support. But if we see too much sell pressure here in the short term and we break through $246 with candle closes to the downside, then in that case, the next important level of support in the short term is sitting at around $232. And below that level, the next support is sitting at around $222. And then below that level, the next important level of support is at around $205. So those are the important levels of support to the downside. But obviously, before looking at these next levels of support, we still have this level of support to pay attention to, which we're currently bouncing from at the time of recording this video, once again at around $246. And if we're zooming out to the 2-day Solana Solana chart. Obviously, at least for now, despite the short-term pullback, we're technically still clearly within a larger bull run, as we can see. And as I always say, we can see short-term pullbacks along the way during a larger bull run, as we've already seen multiple times during this very bull run. And the next major price target for the price of Solana, once we can first see a confirmed breakout above 260 with candle closes above that level, the next major price target would be sitting at around $313 based on this 1618 Fibonacci extension, once again at around 313. But before we can target 313, we first need to see a confirmed breakout above 260. And with that being said, if we're taking a look at Stellar, ticker XLM, because this is one of the top suggested altcoins in the comment section down below these videos, and obviously one of the reasons why a lot of people have been talking about Stellar recently is the stellar pump that it's had. It's had a huge pump over the last 1 week or so. And on this weekly time frame, we're looking at years worth of price history here, going all the way back towards around 2017 to 2018. And what we can see is basically all of these previous bull runs, we've seen the price of Stellar top out around this major area of resistance. And we have just recently run into this major area of resistance again, and that's sitting in between 60 cents to 70 cents. So in that price range, in between 60 cents to 70 cents, there's a massive amount of resistance. And now, obviously, just because we topped out at that area the last 2 times in the last 2 bull runs, it doesn't mean we're going to top out exactly at this price range again in this bull run. So obviously, we could go a lot higher beyond that area of resistance, but at least in the short to midterm, as in talking about a matter of days or weeks, it's likely that we'll not break out above this area of resistance, at least for a matter of days or weeks. Maybe in a month from now or a couple of months from now, we might ultimately see a breakout as the rest of the crypto market continues its bull run. But considering the significance of this area of resistance, it's likely that this is potentially a local top, as in basically the top just for a number of days or weeks. And if we're taking a look at the daily time frame, we can see a massive spike in volume right here on the daily time frame. And usually when we see a huge spike in volume like this, that is a sign of a local top before we're about to see either a sideways consolidation or a bit of a pullback phase before ultimately continuing the bull run later. And so due to those 2 different reasons, due to this massive spike in volume that we're seeing right now and the price running into this significant area of resistance where we've previously topped out 2 other times, once again, there's a good chance that this will just be a local top for potentially a period of days or weeks. But if the rest of the crypto market continues its bull run for a number of months, which is a likely scenario, as I've been discussing here on the channel, especially for Bitcoin, if Bitcoin continues its bull run well into 2025, like I am predicting, then it's likely that XLM could ultimately break out at some point later on above this resistance if we still have months to go in the larger bull run. But for now, if we're taking a look at levels of support in the short term, we've actually just bounced from this level of support, which is sitting at around 43 cents to 44 cents approximately, based on the 38.2% Fibonacci level of support. And we also have support right here, which we've just broken back out above, which is sitting at around 50 cents. So if we see another little pullback here, expect some support at around 50 cents and a decent amount of support actually at around 43 to 44 cents. But if we were to pull back further, expect more support at around 38 cents and massive support in between 32 cents to 34 cents. And of course, if we continue this short-term bounce that's playing out as of recording this video, just pay attention to that major area of resistance in between 60 cents to 70 cents, because the price will most likely struggle in that price range if we see another attempt in that area. And once again, if you want to trade these moves in the price of any crypto, check out those links down below this video to claim those extra bonuses. And if you want to actually know how to trade crypto, no matter if the price is bullish, bearish, or chopping around sideways, then make sure to watch these videos popping up right here on your screen. The video in the top left shows you how you can profit from bullish or bearish price action using long positions or short positions. And the video in the bottom left shows you how you can easily profit from choppy sideways price action. But anyway, that is everything that I have to say for today. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.